Is he still on? Brother King, can you on mute?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
All right, that's cool with you.
What was we gonna do? I know we were trying to figure out how many pages we were gonna read.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll do 5 sections each. Because
Okay.
she has the pocket, so the pages may be a little different. But if we do 5 sections each, they should all be the same.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, Sister Marianne, did you want to read first?
Yes, I can start us off. That's fine.
All right. So for everybody here, thank you all. What we'll be doing, man, we'll be doing this every morning, inshallah, at 5:30 Central Time, so that'll get y'all a little time to pray and then get your book out, get ready. And we'll read each part together. For those who maybe this is your first Ramadan, if it is your first Ramadan, just let us know in the comment section. Press 1 in the comment section. But there's 30 parts that we'll read. So by the time Ramadan is over, together we would have read the entire the entire Quran. So in the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful, I bear witness there is no God but Allah. Muhammad is his messenger. I would like to greet all of y'all with the greeting words of peace. We say it in the Arabic language of Assalamu alaikum. For those who don't know, that simply means peace be unto you. So we're going to pass it to our sister Maryam. She's going to read the first section. I'll go after her and then Brother Cam, and then we'll just rotate. And as we go and progress, we may get more readers that want to add in, and we can all read together. So you can take it from here.
Yes, sir. Chapter 1, Al Fatiha, the opening. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, praise be to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the Beneficent, the Merciful, Master of the day of requital. Thee do we serve, and thee do we beseech for help. Guide us on the right path, the path of those upon whom thou hast bestowed favors, not those upon whom wrath is brought down, nor those who go astray. Al-Bakr, the cow, Section 1, Fundamental Principles of Islam. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I, Allah, am the best knower. This book, there is no doubt in it, is a guide to those who keep their duty, who believe in the unseen and keep up prayer and spend out of what we have given them, and who believe in that which has been revealed to thee and that which was revealed before thee, and of the hereafter they are sure. These are on a right course from their Lord, and these it is that are successful. Those who disbelieve, it being alike to them whether thou warn them or warn them not, they will not believe. Allah has sealed their hearts and their hearing, and there is a covering on their eyes, and for them is a grievous chastisement. Section 2, lip profession. And there are some people who say we believe in Allah in the last day, and they are not believers. They seek to deceive Allah and those who believe, and they deceive only themselves, and they perceive not. In their hearts is a disease, so Allah increased their disease, and for them is a painful chastisement because they lie. And when it is said to them, make not mischief in the land, they say, we are but peacemakers. Now surely they are the mischief makers, but they perceive not. And when it is said to them, believe as the people believe, they say, shall we believe as the fools believe? Now surely they are the fools, but they know not. And when they meet those who believe, they say, we believe. And when they are alone with their devils, they say, surely we are with you. We were only mocking. Allah will pay them back their mockery, and we leave them alone. And he leaves them alone in their inordinacy, blindly wandering on. These are they who buy error for guidance, so their bargain brings no gain, nor are they guided. Their parable is as the parable of one who kindles a fire, but when it illumines all around him, Allah takes away their light and leaves them in darkness. They cannot see, deaf, dumb, and blind, so they return not, or like abundant rain from the cloud in which is darkness and thunder and lightning. They put their fingers into their ears because of the thunder peal for fear of death. and Allah encompasses the disbelievers. The lightning almost takes away their sight. Whenever it shines on them, they walk in it, and when it becomes dark to them, they stand still. And if Allah had pleased, He would have taken away their hearing and their sight. Surely Allah is possessor of power over all things. Section 3, Divine Unity. O men, serve your Lord who created you and those before you, so that you may guard against evil, who made the earth a resting place for you and the heaven a structure, and sends down rain from the clouds, then brings forth with it fruits for your sustenance. So do not set up rivals to Allah while you know. And if you are in doubt as to that which we have revealed for our servant, then produce a chapter like it and call on your helpers beside Allah if you are truthful. But if you do it not, and you can never do it, then be on your guard against the fire whose fuel is men and stones. It is prepared for the disbelievers. And give good news to those who believe and do good deeds, that for them are gardens in which rivers flow. Whenever they are given a portion of the fruit thereof, they will say, this is what was given to us before, and they are given the like of it. And for them therein are pure companions, and therein they will abide. Surely Allah disdains not to set forth any parable, a gnat or anything above that. Then, as for those who believe, they know that it is the truth from their Lord. And as for those who disbelieve, they say, what is it that Allah means by this parable? Many He leaves in error by it, and many He leads aright by it. And He leaves in error by it only the transgressors, who break the covenant of Allah after its confirmation and cut asunder what Allah has ordered to be joined, and make mischief in the land. These it is that are the losers. How can you deny Allah and you are without life, and He gave you life? Again, He will cause you to die and again bring you to life. Then you shall be brought back to Him. He it is who created for you all that is in the earth, and He directed Himself to the heaven, so He made them complete 7 heavens, and He is knower of all things. Section 4, Greatness of man and need for revelation. And when thy Lord said to the angels, I am going to place a ruler in the earth, they said, wilt thou place in it such as make mischief in it and shed blood? And we celebrate thy praise and extol thy holiness. He says, surely I know what you know not. And he taught Adam all the names, then presented them to the angels. He said, tell me the names of those if you are right. They said, glory be to thee. We have no knowledge but that which thou hast taught us. Surely thou art the knowing, the wise. He said, O Adam, inform them of their names. So when he informed them of their names, he said, did I not say to you that I know what is unseen in the heavens and the earth? And I know what you manifest and what you hide? And when we said to the angels, be submissive to Adam, they submitted, but Iblis did not. He refused and was proud, and he was one of the disbelievers. And we said, O Adam, dwell thou and thy wife in the garden, and eat from it a plenteous food wherever you wish, and approach not this tree, lest you be of the unjust. But the devil made them slip from it, and caused them to depart from the state in which they were. And we said, go forth, some of you are the enemies of others, and there is for you in the earth an abode and a provision for a time. Then Adam received and revealed words from his Lord, and he turned to him mercifully. Surely he is oft returning to mercy, the merciful. We said, go forth from this state all. Surely there will come to you a guidance from me. Then whoever follows my guidance, no fear shall come upon them, nor shall they grieve. And as to those who disbelieve in and reject our messages, they are the companions of the fire. In it, they will abide. Section 5, Israelite prophecies fulfilled in Quran. O children of Israel, call to mind my favor, which I bestowed on you, and be faithful to your covenant with me. I shall fulfill my covenant with you, and me alone should you fear, and believe in that which I have revealed, verifying that which is with you, and be not the first to deny it, neither take a mean price for my messages, and keep your duty to me alone, and mix not up truth with falsehood, nor hide the truth while you know, and keep up prayer and pay the poor rate, and bow down with those who bow down. Do you enjoin men to be good and neglect your own souls while you read the book? Have you then no sense? And seek assistance through patience and prayer. And this is hard except for the humble ones who know that they will meet their Lord and that to him they will return.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Also, I wanted you guys to, at the end of this, I would like to have everybody kind of tell us what you got out of part one today. So if something stands out to you that you notice, not necessarily like questions and answer type of thing, but if something stands out that you would like to share that stood out and was impactful for you, I would like for us to dialogue about that at the end. All right, section 6, divine favors on Israel. O children of Israel, O children of Israel, call to mind my favor, which I bestowed on you, and that I made you excel the nations. And guard yourselves against a day when no soul will avail another in the least, neither will intercession be accepted on his behalf, nor will compensation be taken from it, nor will they be helped. And when we delivered you from Pharaoh's people, you subjected you, who subjected you to serve torment, killing your sons and sparing your women. And in this there was a great trial from your Lord. And when we parted the sea for you, so we saved you and drowned the people of Pharaoh while you saw. And when we appointed a time of 40 nights with Moses, then you took the calf for a god after him, and you were unjust. Then we pardoned you after that, so that you might give thanks. And when we gave Moses the book and the discrimination, that you may walk aright. And when Moses said to his people, O my people, you have surely wronged yourselves by taking the calf for a god. So turn your creator penitently and kill your passions. That is best for you with your creator. So he turned to you mercifully. Surely he is the oft returning to mercy, the merciful. And when you said, O Moses, we will not believe in thee till we see Allah manifestly. So the punishment overtook you while you looked on. Then we raised you up after your stupor, that you might give thanks. And we made the clouds to give shade over you. And we sent to you manna and quails. Eat of the good things that we have given you. And they did not do us any harm, but they wronged their own souls. And when we said, enter this city, then eat from it a plenteous food whence you wish, and enter the gate submissively, and make petition for forgiveness. We will forgive you your wrongs and increase the reward of those who do good to others. But those who were unjust changed the word which had been spoken to them for another, saying, we sent upon the wrongdoers a pestilence from heaven because they transgressed. Section 7, divine favors on Israel. And when Moses prayed for water for his people, we said, march on to the rock with thy staff. So there flowed from it 12 springs. Each tribe knew their drinking place. Eat and drink of the provisions of Allah, and act not corruptly, making mischief on the land. And when you said, O Moses, we cannot endure one food, so pray thy Lord on our behalf to bring forth for us out of what the earth grows, of its herbs and its cucumbers and its garlic and its lentils and its onions. He said, would you exchange that which is better for that which is worse? Enter a city so you will have what you ask for. And abasement and humiliation were stamped upon them, and they incurred Allah's wrath. That was so because they disbelieved in the messages of Allah and would kill the prophets unjustly. And was so because they disobeyed and exceeded the limits. Section 8, Israelites' degeneration. Surely those who believe and those who are Jews and the Christians and the Sabians, whoever believes in Allah and the last day and does good, they have their reward with their Lord. There is no fear for them, nor shall they grieve. And when we made a covenant with you and raised a mountain above you, hold fast that which we have given you, and bear in mind what is in it, so that you may guard against evil. Then after that you turn back, and had it not been for the grace of Allah and his mercy on you, you had certainly been among the losers. And indeed, you know those among you who violated the Sabbath. So we said to them, be as apes, despised and hated. So we made them an example to those who witnessed it and those who came after it, and an admonition to those who guard against evil. And when Moses said to his people, surely Allah commands you to sacrifice a cow, they said, dost thou ridicule us? He said, I seek refuge with Allah from being one of the ignorant. They said, call on thy Lord for our sake to make it plain to us what she is. Moses said, he says, surely she is a cow neither advanced in age nor too young, of middle age between these two. So do what you are commanded. They said, call on thy Lord for our sake to make it clear to us what her color is. Moses said, he says she is a yellow cow. Her color is intensely yellow, delighting the beholders. They said, call on thy Lord for our sake to make it clear to us what she is, for surely to us the cows are all alike, and if Allah please, we shall surely be guided aright. Moses said, he says, she is a cow not made submissive to plow the land, nor does she water the tilth sound without a blemish in her. They said, now thou hast brought the truth. So they slaughtered her, though they had not the mind to do it. Section 9, they grow in heartedness. And when you almost killed a man, then you disagreed about it. And Allah was to bring forth that which you were going to hide. So we said, smite him with it partially. Thus Allah brings the dead to life, and he shows you his signs that you may understand. Then your hearts hardened after that, so that they were like rocks, rather worse in hardness. And surely there are some rocks from which streams burst forth, and there are some of them which split asunder, so water flows from them. And there are some of them which falls down for the fear of Allah, and Allah is not heedless of what you do. Do you then hope that they will believe in you? And a party from among them indeed used to hear the word of Allah, then altered it after they had understood it, and they know this. And when they meet those who believe, they say, we believe. And when they are apart one with another, they say, do you talk to them of what Allah has disclosed to you, that they may contend with you by this before your Lord? Do you not understand? Do they not know that Allah knows that they keep secret and what they make known? And some of them are illiterate. They know not the book, but only from hearsay, and they do but conjecture. Woe then to those who write the book with their hands, then say, this is from Allah, so that they may take for a small price. So woe to them for what their hands write, and woe to them for what they earn. And they say, fire will not touch us but for a few days. Say, Have you received the promise from Allah? Then Allah will not fail to perform his promise. So do you speak against Allah what you know not? Yeah, whoever earns evil and his sins beset him on every side, those are the companions of the fire. Therein they abide. And those who believe and do good deeds, these are the owners of the garden. Therein they abide. Section 10, their covenant and its violation. And when we made a covenant with the children of Israel, you shall serve none but Allah, and do good to your parents, and to the near of kin, and to orphans, and to the needy, and speak good words to all men, and keep up prayer, and pay the poor rate. Then you turn back except a few of you, and you are averse. And when we made a covenant with you, you shall not shed your blood, nor turn your people out of your cities. Then you promise and you bear witness. Yet you it is who will slay your people and turn a party from among you out of their homes, backing each other up against them unlawfully and exceeding the limits. And if they should come to you as captives, you will ransom them, whereas their turning out itself was unlawful for you. Do you then believe in a part of the book and disbelieve in the other? What then is the reward of such among you as do this, but disgrace in the life of this world? And on the day of resurrection they shall be sent back to the most grievous chastisement, and Allah is not heedless of what you do. These are they who buy the life of this world for the hereafter, so their chastisement shall not be lightened, nor shall they be helped.
Section 11, they reject the prophet. And we indeed gave Moses the book, and we sent messengers after him, one after another. And we gave Jesus, son of Mary, clear arguments and strengthened him with the Holy Spirit. Is it then that whenever there came to you a messenger with what your souls desired not, you were arrogant, and some you gave the lie to, and others you would slay? And they say, our hearts are repositories. Nay, Allah has cursed them on account of their unbelief. So little it is that they believe. And when there came to them a book from Allah, verifying that which they had, and aforetime they used to pray for victory against those who disbelieved. But when there came to them that which they recognized, they disbelieved in it. So Allah's curse is on the disbelievers. Evil is that for which they sell their souls, that they should deny that which Allah has revealed out of envy that Allah should send down of his grace on whomsoever of his servants he pleases. So they incur wrath upon wrath, and there is an abasing chastisement for the disbelievers. And when it is said to them, believe in that which Allah has revealed, they say, we believe in that which was revealed to us, and they deny what is besides that, while it is the truth verifying which they have. Say, why then did you kill Allah's prophets before this if you were believers? And Moses indeed came to you with clear arguments. Then you took the calf for a god in his absence, and you were wrongdoers. And when we made a covenant with you and raised the mountain above you, take hold of that which we have given you with firmness and obey. They said, we hear and disobey. And they were made to imbibe the love of the calf into their hearts on account of their disbelief. Say, evil is that which your faith bids you if you are believers. Say, if the abode of the hereafter with Allah is specially for you to the exclusion of the people, then invoke death if you are truthful. And they will never invoke it on account of what their hands have sent on before, and Allah knows the wrongdoers. And thou wilt certainly find them the greediest of men for life, greedier even than those who set up gods with God. One of them loves to be granted a life of 1,000 years, and his being granted a long life will in no way remove him further off from the chastisement. And Allah is seer of what they do. Section 12, their enmity to the prophet. Say, whoever is an enemy to Gabriel, for surely he revealed it to thy heart by Allah's command, verifying that which was before it, and a guidance and glad tidings for the believers. Whoever is an enemy to Allah and his angels and his messengers and Gabriel and Michael, then surely Allah is an enemy to the disbelievers. And we indeed have revealed to thee clear messages, and none disbelieve in them except the transgressors. Is it that whenever they make a covenant, a party of them cast it aside? Nay, most of them have no faith. And when there came to them a messenger from Allah, verifying that which they have, a party of those who were given the book threw the book of Allah behind their backs, as if they knew nothing. And they follow what the devils fabricated against the kingdom of Solomon. And Solomon disbelieved not, but the devils disbelieved, teaching men enchantment. And it was not revealed to the two angels in Babel, Harut and Marut, nor did they teach it to anyone. So they should have said, we are only a trial, so disbelieve not. But we are only a trial, so disbelieve not. But they learn from these two sources that which they have, that which they make a distinction between a man and his wife, and they cannot hurt with it anyone except with Allah's permission. And they learn that which harms them and profits them not. And certainly they know that he who buys it has no share of good in the hereafter. And surely evil is the price for which they have sold their souls, did they but know. And if they had believed and kept their duty, reward from Allah would certainly have been better, did they but know. Section 13. Previous scriptures are abrogated. O you who believe, say not Raina, say Unzerna, use Unzerna, and listen, and for the disbelievers there is a painful chastisement. Neither those who disbelieve from among the people of the book, nor the polytheists, like that any good should be sent down to you from your Lord. And Allah chooses whom he pleases, and Allah chooses from whom he pleases for his mercy, and Allah is the Lord of mighty grace. Whatever message we abrogate or cause to be forgotten, we bring one better than it or one like it. Knowest thou not that Allah is possessor of power over all things? Knowest thou not that Allah is the kingdom of the heavens and the earth, and that besides Allah you have not any friend or helper? Rather, you wish to put questions to your messenger, as Moses was questioned before. And whoever adopts disbelief instead of faith, he indeed has lost the right direction of the way. Many of the people of the book wish that they could turn you back into disbelievers after you have believed, out of envy from themselves after truth has become manifest to them. But pardon and forgive till Allah bring about his command. Surely Allah is possessor over all things. And keep up prayer and pay the poor rate. And whatever good you send before for yourselves, you will find it with Allah. Surely Allah is seer of what you do. And they say, none shall enter the none shall enter the garden except he who is a Jew, or the Christians. These are their vain desires. Say, bring your proof if you are truthful. Nay, whoever submits himself entirely to Allah, and he is the doer of good to others, he has his reward from his Lord, and there is no fear for such, nor shall they grieve. Section 14. Perfect guidance is only in Islam. And the Jews say, the Christians follow nothing good. And the Christians say the Jews follow nothing good, while they recite the same book. Even thus say those who have no knowledge like what they say. So Allah will judge between them on the day of resurrection in that wherein they differ. And who is more unjust than he who prevents men from the mosque of Allah, from his name being remembered therein, and strives to ruin them? As for these, it was not proper for them to enter them except in fear. For them is disgrace in this world, and there is a grievous chastisement in the hereafter. And Allah's is the east and the west. So whether you turn thither is Allah's purpose. Surely Allah is ample giving, knowing. And they say, Allah has taken to himself a son. Glory be to him. Rather, whatever is in the heavens and the earth is his. All are obedient to him. Wonderful originator of the heavens and the earth. And when he decrees an affair, he says to it only, be, and it is. And those who have no knowledge say, why does not Allah speak to us, or a sign come to us? Even thus said those before them, the like of what they say. Their hearts are all alike. Indeed, we have made the messages clear for a people who are sure. Surely we have sent thee with the truth as a bearer of good news and as a warner. And thou wilt not be called upon to answer for the companions of the flaming fire, and the Jews will not be pleased with thee, nor the Christians, unless thou follow their religion. Say, surely Allah's guidance, that is the perfect guidance. And if thou follow their desires, after the knowledge that has come to thee, thou shalt have from Allah no friend, nor helper. Those to whom we have given the book follow it as it ought to be followed. These believe in it, and whoever disbelieves in it, these it is that are the losers. Section 15, covenant with Abraham. O children of Israel, call to mind my favor which I bestowed on you, and that I made you excel the nations. And be on your guard against a day when no soul will avail another in the least, neither will any compensation be accepted from it, nor will intercession profit it, nor will they be helped. And when his Lord tried Abraham with certain commands, he fulfilled them. He said, surely I will make thee a leader of men, Abraham said, and of my offspring. My covenant does not include wrongdoers, said he. And when we made the house a resort for men and a place of security, and take ye the place of Abraham for a place of prayer. And we enjoined Abraham and Ishmael, saying, purify my house for those who visit it and those who abide in it, for devotion, and those who bow down and those who prostrate themselves. And when Abraham said, my Lord, make this a secure town and believe its people with And when Abraham said, my Lord, make this a secure town and provide his people with fruits, such as them as believe in Allah in the last day, he said, and whoever disbelieves, I shall grant him enjoyment for a short while. Then I shall drive him to the chastisement of the fire and its evil destination. And when Abraham and Ishmael raised foundations of the house, our Lord, accept from us, surely thou art the hearing, the knowing. Our Lord, and make us both submissive to thee, and raise from our offspring a nation submissive to thee, and show us our ways of devotion, and turn to us mercifully. Surely thou art the oft returning to mercy, the merciful, our Lord, and raise up in them a messenger from among them who shall recite to them thy messages and teach them the book and the wisdom and purify them. Surely thou art the mighty, the wise.
Sister Miriam, you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here. You want me to read again?
Did I have one more or
No, sir.
No, yeah, we didn't. It was just us three. So yeah, you're
Oh,
next.
there were some people in the chat who said they wanted to read as well.
Oh, who else? Um,
Um,
oh,
Hold on one
everybody
second.
else that pressed one, that was to another question. Only people that pressed one was you and brother King Cam.
Okay, I'll finish us off.
Okay.
Hopefully you don't hear my child snoring in the background. Okay, section 16, the religion of Abraham. And who forsakes the religion of Abraham but he who makes a fool of himself? And certainly we made him pure in this world, and in the hereafter he is surely among the righteous. When his Lord said to him, Submit, he said, I submit myself to the Lord of the worlds. And the same did Abraham, and joined on his sons, and so did Jacob. O my sons, surely Allah has chosen for you this religion. So die not unless you are submitting ones. Or were you witnesses when death visited Jacob, when he said to his sons, What will you serve after me? They said, We shall serve thy God and the God of thy fathers, Abraham and Ishmael and Isaac, one God only, and to him do we submit. Those are a people that have passed away. For them is what they earned, and for you, what you earned. And you will not be asked of what they did. And they say, Be Jews or Christians, you will be on the right course. Say, Nay, we follow the religion of Abraham, the upright one, and he was not one of the polytheists. Say, We believe in Allah and in that which has been revealed to us, and in that which was revealed to Abraham and Ishmael and Isaac and Jacob and the tribes, and in that which was given to Moses and Jesus, and in that which was given to the prophets from their Lord. We do not make any distinction between any of them, and to him do we submit. So if they believe as you believe, they are indeed on the right course. And if they turn back, then they are only in opposition. But Allah will suffice thee against them, and he is the hearing, the knowing. We take Allah's color, and who is better than Allah in at coloring? We are his worshipers. Say, do you dispute with us about Allah? And he is our Lord and your Lord, and for us are our deeds, and for you your deeds, and we are sincere to him. Or do you say that Abraham and Ishmael and Isaac and Jacob and the tribes were Jews or Christians? Say, do you know better or Allah? And who is more unjust than he who conceals a testimony that he has from Allah? And Allah is not heedless of what you do. Those are a people that have passed away, and for them is what they earned, and for you what you earned, and you will not be asked of what they did.
All right, family, we have completed our first day, part one. Do anybody have anything that stands out to them that they would like to share first? If so, just put the number 3 in the comment section and we'll call on you to share what stood out to you and what was significant to you. Anybody want to go first? All right, brother King, can I go ahead?
yes, sir? One of the things that stood out to me was in section 16, Surah uh, 2, verses 135 through 137, where it says, And they say, Be Jews or Christians, you will be on the right course. Say nay, you will be on the right course. We followed the religion of Abraham, the upright one, and he was not one of the polytheists. Say we believe in Allah, in that which has been revealed to us, and in that which was revealed to Abraham and Ishmael and Isaac and Jacob and the tribes, and in that which was given to Moses and Jesus, and in that which was given to the prophets from their Lord. And we do not make any distinction between any of them, and to him we do submit. So that stood out to me because that was one of those that talked about the unity of the scriptures. It really unified the scriptures. And for a lot of people who seem to believe that, Muslims and Christians and Jews are all separate, the Quran ties it all in these verses, saying, that we believe in that which was revealed to Abraham and the Ishmael and the Isaac and the Jacob and the Moses and the Jesus. The Quran ties it all up. So it shows how, in truth, we are all one. There's one Lord, one religion, and one baptism. So that's really one of the things that stood out to me the most.
Yes, sir. Brother El Yamin. Am I saying that right? El Yamin.
Yes, L, bien.
Oh, Brother L. I'm gonna just call you Brother L. Well, how do you say it long ways just so I can know?
Eliamin.
El Yamin. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, to kind of veggie back off of what Brother Cam, Brother Zaki said. I think the beauty, especially in this Ramadan, one of my tasks is to focus on family a little bit more. I think so many times we can feed into the very dichotomy that exists by not pursuing unity, by not understanding that our parents were once children. You know what I mean? And their parents were once children. And there's some things that they went through that they put on you, not intentionally, right? Subconsciously. It's not too many people in this world are trying to do bad by anybody. And if we understand that our parents were once children, and relative to the surah that Cam is referencing, I think unity to come about and we all understand each other much better as we move through this earth, and not because we're trying to be understood but because we're trying to understand, right? And the difference to me is you and I have a different relationship than me and Brother Zaki, right? Myself and Yosef and so forth, we have different relationships, but I understand our individual relationships to be what they are because of who you guys are. And I'm not pressing you guys to understand or me nor the relationships that I have with everybody else. But I think unity is the season, but in particularly getting to know our family, right? And as we get to know our own, I think we'll have the precognitive resolutions to get to know others, right? Who are quote unquote Jews and Christians and whatever else can be practiced.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Mine is oh really? I didn't know that. Sure I did. 5 o'clock. Um Mine was Surah 2 starting at 124. Ayat 124. It says, and when his Lord tried Abraham with certain commands, he fulfilled them. He said, surely I will make thee a leader of men. Abraham said, and of my offspring. And he said, my covenant does not include the wrongdoers, said he. Then if you go to the next part, um, okay, here it is, where he says in 134, those are people that have passed away. For them is what they earn, and for you what you earn, and you will not be asked of what they did. Then she ended it off with 141. Those are people that have passed away, and for them is what they earn, and for you is what you earn, and you will not be asked of what they did. And that stood out for me because it seems like Abraham here was asking about his offspring, and Allah was granting him a position and blessings, if you will, from what he did. And just because he did something, it didn't pass on to his offspring. Um, Also, it doesn't matter if it's, obviously offspring, your family member. They can't take what you've done and you can't take what they've done to try to get a blessing. You will be judged based on what you did. You're not going to be asked about what they did, and they're not going to be asked about what you did. So it reminds me of the minister one day. He was talking to people, I'm assuming in a hotel, and he says, I have a personal relationship with Allah, and we should have one as well. So it doesn't matter whose family we are part of. It doesn't matter what group we are part of, what organization we are part of. Allah's looking at our individual activities, our thoughts, and our individual duties. So we can't slack off on our individual duties and blame someone else in our family, blame an organization, blame anybody else, because at the end of the day, we're going to be not asked of what they did. So that was something that stood out to me. Anybody else? Sister Mariam, you spoke on prayer time being 6:19. Is that just in Central Time? So it wasn't 5? You probably got the app that tells you the right time.
I'm looking at the Muslim Pro app, and based off of my location, prayer time is at 6:19. So I'm going to break out and go ahead and do my Fajr prayer. But I think depending on your exact location, it may vary by a couple of minutes.
Yes, ma'am. All right, family. So I appreciate everybody for coming on this morning. Inshallah, we will be doing this every morning at 5:30 Central Time. And it's going to be the same link, bit.ly. So bit.ly/read Ramadan. It's going to be the same link, same password every single day. So thank you all for listening and coming on. And thank you too for reading along with us as well. So assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.